As I did mention last weekend, the talks in Doha in Qatar were expected to fail, and they did indeed fail. I clearly explained the reasons last weekend as to why these talks could not be fruitful. Naturally, globally, market investors were very concerned by the failure of these talks. They felt this was a sign that production cuts would not happen. There's already a glut of oil all over the world, and when the production cuts do not happen, the demand is also very feeble. You will find that the oil prices could tank. This is exactly what happened. On news of the failure of the Doha talks internationally, global oil fell 5% plus. However, because of a strike in Kuwait, it recouped some of its losses. Stock markets over the last couple of days have begun to show signs of fatigue. There are too many negative factors, and stock markets should start reflecting them very soon. So I think a correction in stock markets is very much on the cards. Elsewhere in Delhi, in India, the odd even formula for controlling pollution has been reintroduced by the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He's been facing a lot of flack, a lot of criticism that these physical hindrances do not help solving a problem because you can bypass them using the tools of bribing. So they suggest that instead, what Delhi should be trying to do is introduce a congestion tax, just like happens in Singapore and also in London, where vehicles from outside the state are levied certain congestion tax. In fact, if you go into the major parts, the city areas of London and Singapore, you're also required to pay congestion tax. That is on the days on the working days. Now, here also, if a person wants to bypass, you could bypass. I think it's the awakening the morality within people that is extremely important. And that's why the leaders of the nation are asked to play this role example, trying to reawaken the morality which has been lost. No amount of rules can really help. Yet I feel that Arvind's attempts to tackle the pollution menace in Delhi is a welcome step. I think the symbolically it's very nice idea. At least he's trying to do something which is different. Where you can always argue that the vehicles are not the biggest polluters in Delhi, but yet the symbolism is there. And I think he's doing the right thing. Similarly, there is talk that symbolically, the IPL should be moved out of drought-prone regions of India, especially in the areas like Marathwada and in Maharashtra. I'm a little disappointed here. I thought the cricketers, the legends, would come out and speak in favor of shifting IPL matches out of Maharashtra, but I've not seen one single cricket legend come out in favor of moving matches out of Maharashtra. In fact, a couple of them have even threatened to move the entire IPL series out of India. They say it has been a success in the past. I think it's pretty sad. Not only you're not in. I mean, this is where I feel people. You can be just a cricketer. You have to be a well-formed human being, where you can that a lot of cricket legends are role models within India. People look up to them. Instead, you can show some compassion towards people who are short of water and who are struggling, and try to bring them back on the lines where they either irrigate better crops which use less water, or somehow make available water from a different source so they do not struggle in earning their livelihood. Instead, the cricketers threaten to move the IPL tournament next year to some foreign location like South Africa or Dubai. And it's not the answer, it's not even symbolism. You're not standing with the people when they need you in times like this. I mean, here I may add, and I may be a bit controversial in saying so, but I think there is a lot of cricket which is played in all around the world, and especially now in India because of T20 and other forms of tournament being added. However, you have to realize that even if you are a great cricketing nation, you are on top of the league, that itself does not make you a great superpower. Superpowers are made when economically you are super. India has a tremendous opportunity, but if it is going to fritter away its time, it has been under over 100 years of colonial rule. It has lost a lot of its time and effort. It has to make up. Other nations can afford to relax. India cannot afford to relax. It's this time. It has a great demographic dividend as an advantage. It has to make complete use of this entire situation. Cannot fritter away time with huge cricket matches being played every second day. The country has to waken up. The country has to do well, extremely well economically, and that is how you become a superpower, not just standing on top of the cricket league tables. Uh, Coming back to the stock markets, as I said, they should be taking a breather this week. One very interesting thing we heard this week is that the Kohinoor diamond, which is currently in Britain, the government of India now comes out with an affidavit saying that it was gifted away by the British by Dulip Singh, he's the son of Ranjit Singh. Now, Dulip Singh, as we understand, was just 10 years ago when this uh, diamond, the Kohinoor diamond, the revered, was gifted away. Now, if he is just 10 years, then he is not capable of entering into a contract. So even the gift deed, the gift contract, is null and void. That is from a legal perspective. Anyway, I'm sure the government of India knows what it's talking, and it has enough evidence to produce in this matter. There is some emotional attachment which a lot of people from India have for this particular uh, diamond, and I hope the Indian government and the British government sit down together and amicably try to find a solution to it. Be prepared for some selling in the near term, and finally, I think the stock markets will start recognizing the negatives which are so prevalent in the global environment, and therefore, I would advise investors to stay on the guidelines, as I believe correction in global stock markets is now very much on the cards. Thanks. Take care. Happy investing. Bye.